like a hurry jewelry. You don't see.
वेलकम बैक टू अनदर पॉडकास्ट। आज हम द क्यूरियस किड पॉडकास्ट का एपिसोड नंबर 11 करने जा रहे हैं और आज जो मेरे साथ गेस्ट मौजूद हैं वो रिश्ते में मेरे चचेरात कज़न हैं। तो हम विदाउट वेस्टिंग एनी टाइम आज का पॉडकास्ट जो है उसको शुरू करते हैं। अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू। ओके, सो what is your name and where are you currently living in USA?
My name is Musa Mahmoud. I'm currently living in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay. Can you share a bit about your journey as an overseas Pakistani? How did you end up in the US and what has the experience been like for you?
Firstly, my grandfather, he came here as, just by himself without his family. And then my mom, my aunts, they came after along with my father. And then I guess we just kind of went to school from there.
Good. Can you share a bit about, walk us through a typical day in your life as a high school student living in the USA. What are your routines and activities?
So in the morning, I wake up around 6 o'clock. And I go to, I get ready to go to madrasa for, Quran class. It's around 4 hours, and then after the 4 hours, I leave. I rest a little bit at home, and then I start my homeschooling online. That's about for like 2 hours. Then by that time, it's like 5:15 maybe. And then after that, that's when my schooling and education ends. And then after that, I just have free time and I, have fun.
Quite cool. How do you stay connected to your Pakistani roots while living abroad? Are there specific traditions or practices that you maintain?
We speak the language and, we talk and we spend time with our family members. But it's the same thing in a Pakistani household. It's not very different from, if you're living overseas than here.
Quite. Okay, let's talk about your school environment. Describe the high school environment you are a part of.
So for me, I'm in a high school called Bayat Academy. It's mostly for people that are doing HIFs, and they do it on the side for 2 hours, and you get 4 subjects in it, and you get your education and you get your credits. Then after that, when you do you finish your high school, you get your diploma from there, and then you go on to college with that diploma from there.
Have you faced any challenges adjusting to the American education system or social dynamics?
For people that come from overseas, it's obviously a little bit difficult to become normal with it because it's very different. Everybody's from the American background, and America is very, open and free. People do what they want. They have no care. They just, they do as they please.
Okay. How do you balance your Pakistani identity with being an American high school student? Are there moments where you feel a clash of culture?
For me, I don't really feel like there's a clash of culture because I know that I come from here. If you come from America and you're fully there, you never left the country, then I guess there will be a problem. But here, I know my home is here. I have cousins and my uncles and stuff. So for me, I don't really think that there is a clash.
Okay. Now, tell us about your friendships.
Friendship, mostly I keep Muslim friends. I do have a couple of non-Muslim friends, but for my friends, I try to keep it in the Pakistani. Most people are from Pakistan, and we can bond over things that are from Pakistan.
Okay, what are your hobbies and interests outside of school? how do you pursue these passions in the USA?
So I like to play basketball. I like to, play video games and, all these things. I just, whenever I have free time, I play basketball. I play, video games, and it's not very different from, after my school. I can just, have free time until, I have to wake up the next morning.
Good. Okay. Have you introduced any aspects of Pakistani culture to your friends or community? How have they responded?
So I've made them try food from Pakistan, and it's very different because in America they will have the same seasoning and all this stuff, but they enjoy it and they think it's like unique. It's cool.
Okay. What are your plans for higher education? Do you see yourself staying in USA or returning to Pakistan for further studies or work?
Right now, because I'm in 10th grade, I don't really think about it, but I know most people, they want to stay in the USA for, higher education, and people that are in Pakistan, they want to come to the USA or the United Kingdom to study and get a higher education. But for me, I would come to Pakistan. I would learn, it would be much easier to learn something here because, the system is very different.
Okay. How has living in the USA as an overseas Pakistani shaped your worldview and future aspirations?
So in America, they paint like a label on these people that they are, they're completely different. They are not from us. They are just, they're on their side of the world. Everything is different there. But for me, I think that America, they have brought like an ideology to the people that is not the same. They're different. They're in a different part of the world, so you don't have to worry about them. They are nothing.
Yeah. Okay. So now it's time for rapid fire round. What's your all-time favorite Pakistani dish? And have you found a good place to get it in the USA?
Chicken biryani.
Chicken biryani.
Yeah.
Okay.
And America is very hard to find, but homemade is very good.
Okay. What are the aspects of American pop culture that you have really embraced or enjoyed?
There's a certain way to speak in America. There's like slang, and same ways in Pakistan. And you adapt it when you talk to the American people. You kind of learn it.
Okay. Okay. Share a funny or memorable experience related to being an overseas Pakistani in the USA.
So there, because the drive is on one side, and the other one, I had an uncle who came, and he was, we were sitting in the car, and he saw the car coming from a direction that he wasn't used to, and he got scared. He was like, oh, what is happening? And then we told him, and it was funny.
Okay. What advice would you give to other young people in the similar situation, either fellow overseas Pakistani or international students?
So for me, the most important thing is the religion. Before anything, you're American, you're a Pakistani, you're a Muslim. You're a part of the Muslim Ummah. And then as a Muslim, you shouldn't abandon your ideologies or your anything. You should stay steadfast. You shouldn't get away from it just because you see other people that are not practicing, and they become different. Completely different because they have no religion. They are not thinking with fear of God.
Okay. Any shout outs or messages you would like to give to fans, family, or anyone listening to this podcast? Please.
A shout out to the people at home, my cousins, my aunts, everyone that are still in the USA.
Okay. Thank you so much. Jazakallah.
Yeah.